Welcome to the desert of the real.
You have to kind of know me better than what you know me than a 2-minute conversation or a 1-hour conversation to know my mentality and to know my temperament and to know how I am. So when I say certain things, you know, to you, because you know how you are, it may sound a little weird to you, and it's going to basically always be taken out of context. But for those who know me, when I say, hey, look, I don't obey, they will understand. It's not that I don't obey my man. The word obey does not really compute for me because I have a problem obeying anybody, including my boss, just for the record. And I've always been a sort of combative person if that's the kind of temperament that I'm portraying right now. I always question. Why? Because I want to know. Sorry, that's just me.
Mark, go ahead, man.
Why?
What would make you obey?
Why,
Mark,
why,
you know what?
why
I started laughing because I knew that was your question was going to be. I knew that was your question was going to be. Here it comes. Ask that question letter. Why?
Why what?
You said you have a problem with the word obey. Why?
I have a problem with the word obey.
Why?
You have a
because
trust
you're not my
issue?
master. Sorry.
You have a trust issue?
Who is your master?
Yes,
sweetheart?
I do have trust issues.
That's what it is.
You're not my master. You don't control me.
Right.
Can I ask
That's
you a
what it is.
I do not like for anybody
Can
to
I ask
control
you
me.
another question?
Sure.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
When did you discover that the word master was a negative word?
Quite some time ago.
When? Like what made you think that was a negative thing?
Both history and personal experience.
What history?
Mark, what was the question?
Okay, I'm just going to make it general. I'm not going into details, but history and personal experience.
Hold on. Mark, what was the question?
The question was
what made
her decide that the word master was a negative word?
When she said I do.
I'm going to slap you.
Shit, it's obvious. What the fuck? He ain't lying.
I'll beat you up. No, personal history and personal experience.
There's nothing negative about the word master.
Depends on the context that it's used. That's why I have a problem with quote-unquote obeying. Compromising, no problem. If you if you deserve my submission, then fine. But
what context would it be unacceptable?
Excuse me?
What context is it acceptable and what context is it not? The word master.
Most contexts for me, obey is not acceptable when it directly applies to me.
You're talking about master, the word master.
Master in terms of spirituality is fine. Master in any other context is not good for me.
Why?
Because.
Why is it fine for spirituality?
Excuse me? Why is it confined to spirituality? Because
why is it fine for spirituality but not in another context?
Because it's a spiritual context. It's not. It has nothing to do with physicality or human
but what
human
spiritual
nature.
Context?
It doesn't have anything to do with human nature. See, people. It's the context of a person and how people use their emotions, their words, their person to dictate or force you to do certain things. That's what I don't like.
That's not what a master is.
It's not what a master is.
Okay, then that's fine.
You're thinking within the context of slavery, and you're thinking within the context of a European.
You can keep saying that to me, but...
No, it's the truth. I'm not insulting you. It's the truth.
No, you're not trying to say it's the truth. I'm telling you.
But when you think of master, don't you think of that person to be the best?
Sweetheart, Finn, first of all, you are highly intelligent. So you need to really listen to what we're trying to say to you. If you unlearn some of the stuff that's embedded in you, you're going to be so dangerous and such a powerful woman that it is going to amaze you. And just listen to what we're trying to say. We're trying to, in no way, form, or fashion, trying to demean you. We're trying to make you realize what's going on in you.
The word master, like, wouldn't they be, like, the best? When you think of karate, the master is the best karate person or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's somebody you not. Well, I don't know what you call it, but master. I'm thinking of the best. who's better than the master?
Right.
The master's a teacher because you don't have to. You can have a student that's overall better than the master.
Than their master, but that's still who's in charge.
He might not. Hold on. There might not be. He might not be a specialist in a particular field. So that master would be the one that would teach him that. But it doesn't mean he's better than the student. Like that's what I mean when I say when you look at these terms, you're thinking like a European does. Well, and I'm not insulting you. I'm not insulting you. It's just a mere fact. Because you hear these words and it automatically sends an image to your mind, and you say, "Oh, fuck that! I'm master. You ain't my fucking master." Because you're thinking like a slave.
You're thinking like a slave, right?
No.
You're not controlling over. You're controlling. You're trying to control me. You're trying to do me.
I have control.
My master.
I don't see. Okay, so let's just give you a little history on me so you understand where I'm coming from.
I have a
problem. I do have a problem with people controlling me simply because in my life and the things that I've been through and the things that I've seen and things that I've done, that when I leave it or trust in someone else to do something, they always fuck it up.
Okay.
Doesn't ever. It very rarely has turned out positive for me. When I have trusted and left things up to someone else. Now, in terms of,
I'm going to give you some cognitive dissonance right now by making a statement. I'm going to just make a statement. I'm going to make a statement to you, and it's going to give you some cognitive dissonance in terms of me. Now, remember before earlier I said the woman has to submit to me, right?
Correct.
Remember I made that statement?
Correct.
Now, I'm also going to make this statement. I don't believe in control. Now, is that a contradiction?
Not necessarily.
Why not? I mean, it isn't, but why do you say it's not?
Because you can willfully submit to someone without them necessarily controlling everything that you do.
You just said one key word. You said one key word in that statement that is so true. What's that word?
Wow.
What did you just say?
What's that word?
What word? Necessarily?
You said
no.
willfully.
Willfully.
Yeah, willfully.
Bingo.
Right. So what is the problem?
Where does this term control come from?
Willfully submitting to your husband.
Where does this term control come from? Where does this force thing come from?
Like I said, personal experience.
Okay, no, but we're not talking about that. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about situations where somebody tried to force you to do something and somebody tried to control you.
We're talking about willingly submitting to your husband. Willingly submitting.
Willfully submitting to my husband. That lies under if you deserve it. That's
then
where that
why
lies.
are you with this man? Then why are you with this man that doesn't deserve for you to willingly submit to him?
I'm sorry. Who?
He deserves it because he's your husband.
He deserves it, exactly. He's your husband. He deserves for you to submit to him, sweetheart. This is what I'm trying to tell you. There shouldn't be a problem with you submitting.
If he didn't, he wouldn't be your husband.
Thank you, love. Thank you.